Yes, nice and decent people. We have reached an epoch of time in St. Lucia where bad is considered good and good is considered to be bad. That's what we have in our beloved country. The other thing that troubles me a lot, bothers me, is that there are people in the St. Lucian society who are successful, who have achieved great things, but they will not counsel the youth. The only people that they concern about are their own children and their family members. This is a big problem. And one of the reasons why I believe that this is happening is because, for the most part, when you survey the victim of crime in St. Lucia, for the most part, it is poor people children that are getting killed. Poor people children are the ones that are getting maimed in this invisible war that is taking place in St. Lucia. And if at any time, for some dark reason, somebody that is related to a powerful person in the country gets to be the victim of the gun crime, if powerful, influential people ever get themselves in a situation where their family members or themselves are involved in gun crime, that is when you are going to see a thrust, a move to change the situation and to make it better. That is what's happening. I am urging everybody. There are people who are experiencing business, sports, different avenues of life, who can be of benefit to another person. Sometimes you're in the society, in the environment, and you notice that some people are going astray. You need to talk to them. And it is something that I do a lot. Even if some of them will not accept counsel, I have been in a situation where I've tried to speak to some of them and I was cussed. But nonetheless, I see it as an obligation. As part of the St. Lucian ecosystem and environment, it is my responsibility and my obligation to see to it that, I give some advice and counsel to the younger people in the country. But as I'm saying, and I've said this many times before, there are people who are very powerful, affluent, they have good resources, and they have influence in the society where they can talk to certain people, young people, and they could listen. But they refuse to do those things. And to them, once their children and their family members are not involved, they do not care. But fundamentally, we are bleeding as a people. When you look at it, the healthiest people in the country are dying before their time. When you look at it, you have a situation where not only are they dying before their time, but they're not willing to work. So sometimes you cannot really depend on the parents to provide the necessary counsel, because sometimes some of the parents are lost themselves. But I'm urging people, well-to-do people in the society, to talk to somebody, encourage somebody today, so that all of us will do our part to stem the problems that we see, the violence and the unemployment that we see in the country. It is something that invariably is going to affect everybody. Keep the fire burning. We can do better.